Welcome to another episode of Navigating Emotions and Communication. I'm your host, Mark, and today we have a special episode where we'll follow the journeys of three individuals as they navigate through different scenarios. Santiago, you recently found yourself in a work meeting where your colleague took credit for your idea. How did that make you feel? And how do you think those emotions influenced your behavior?
Well, I was frustrating, to be honest. I feel like my hard work was acknowledged yet. I tried to stay calm during the meeting. Put it down. There was this sense of being undervalued.
And Mariana, Alejandra, any thoughts on how Santiago's emotions might affect his behavior?
I can imagine that kind of situation might lead to tension in the workplace. Santiago's frustration could impact his motivation and even his relationship with that colleague.
Definitely. Bottling up those emotions could lead to a toxic work environment. It's crucial to address these feelings constructively.
Absolutely. Now, how about the consequences of expressing these emotions negatively or keeping them bottled up?
Expressing anger may lead to unnecessary conflicts, and suppressing this emotion may impact my overall health satisfaction.
Mariana, you lent something to a friend and it hasn't been returned. How did that make you feel?
Is this hurting? I value trust in friendships, and when something like this happens, it creates a sense of disappointment.
And Alejandra and Santiago, any thoughts on how Mariana's emotions might affect her behavior?
I can see Mariana being hesitant to bring it up, fading might strain the friendship.
Right. It's tricky because you don't want to ruin the relationship, but at the same time, you need to address your feelings.
Absolutely. And what about the potential consequences of not expressing these feelings or expressing them in an unhelpful way?
Bottling up might lead to resentment, and expressing in a confrontational way could damage the friendship.
Alejandra, during a presentation, you realize you made a significant mistake. How did that affect you emotionally?
It was embarrassing. I felt a bit anxious and worried about how it might impact my
Professional image.
Any thoughts on how Aleya's emotions might influence her behavior?
I can imagine it challenging to continue presentation confidently after realizing such a mistake.
The fear of judgment might take Aleja hesitant to admit the error, affecting the overall outcome.
True. Now, considering the consequences of not expressing these emotions or expressing them negatively, what are your thoughts?
No, acknowledge the mistake might damage my credibility and expressing it in defense we could worsen the situation.
As we conclude, let's apply these scenarios to our own lives. Where do we struggle to express emotions, and how can we implement effective communication strategies?
I often feel it challenging to others. I success at work. I think being more assertive and choosing the right moment for discussions could help.
In personal relationships, I sometimes struggle to express when something bothers me, and then I realize the importance of honest conversation.
For me, acknowledging mistakes is talk. Practicing humility and open communication can go a long way.
Thank you, all of you, for sharing your perspectives. And remember, emotions are a natural part of life, and by communicating openly and constructively, we can navigate through various scenarios with understanding and empathy.
Well, that's it. Until next time on Navigating Emotions and Communication, signing off.